Hey everyone, and welcome to Granite Technology. So today I want to give you a quick run through on Jasper AI. Jasper AI. It was previously known as Jarvis AI, but they've recently changed the name. So I'm going to show you some of the features in this software and how you can use it to get AI generated writing for yourself, your business, whatever it might be that you need. So if we're here on the home screen, you can see your dashboard. And I like that to begin. The dashboard is kind of nice. If you know me, you know I love dashboards. Unfortunately, you can't actually access this unless you give them a credit card. If you do, there's a pro mode and a regular mode. But anyway, I went ahead and gave them my credit card so that we could all see just what is in Jasper AI. And here are a couple of the things that I thought were really cool. If we go in here and we go to templates, this is kind of one of the main, this is kind of your home base for generating any kind of writing. They have lots of different things that they recommend, right? Like Amazon products or headlines or something like that. And I just went ahead and I said, let's do a company bio. I personally own a education company. We do tutoring and education technology. And I wanted to see how good of a bio can they make for my company, because I know what my company is. And I figured I could evaluate really well if this AI was any good. So I went in here and my company's called Granite Test Prep. So I just put in the company name and I put in a little bit of information about it. So this is just kind of from one of our information pages on our website. So our test prep services are powered by mindfulness-centric, holistic approach, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I said that I want the tone to be educational. And then I can just go ahead here and I can generate some AI content. So we're waiting for it to generate some of this content. It's loading, and here we go. So we have some things here. Granite Test Prep is a leader in test prep services, providing students with the tools they need to achieve their highest potential. Sounds pretty good. Our mission is to provide clients with the most effective and comprehensive resources available in order for them to reach their academic goals. Also, seems pretty okay. We offer a holistic approach that combines mindfulness-centric techniques such as stress reduction, focus training, and test-taking strategy. Seems pretty good as well. That's true. We are, in fact, a mindfulness-based center here, and students who take advantage of these techniques have been shown to perform at a higher level than those who rely solely on memorization tactics. Also good. We believe that this approach will allow students to not only be more successful academically, but also enjoy life more fully. That is true. We also like to say that here. So right off the bat, I'm almost a little terrified by this because it is kind of managed to get the ethos of our test prep company. So that's a little scary. Cool. Scary, but cool. They do they'll make a couple versions for you. And I saw this one had some kind of weird stuff in it. Sometimes, again, AI is not perfect. You're going to get some weird stuff. They said here, we also have one of the most comprehensive study materials available with over 2 million questions designed by expert educators who know what it takes to prepare. Okay, so we don't have 2 million questions. That's just not accurate. No one has 2 million questions. Even the biggest test prep companies have maybe a couple thousand. Nobody has 2 million. So I don't know where it got that number. That's okay though. It's still pretty cool. If I don't like any of these, I can go and generate more. It's going to load for a second here and we're going to generate a little more content. Let's see. Okay, so a new one here. Granite Test Prep is an educational company that specializes in test prep programs. Correct. Their philosophy places a focus on mindfulness and stress reduction, as well as teaching students to use their time efficiently. That is all correct. again, really cool and kind of scary. So that's just one of the many things they can do, right, is company bios. Another thing that I wanted to show you and that they market really heavily is their ability to generate full-length blog articles for you. So let's go ahead and see long form assistant. Now this is only available with the Pro version. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to click start from scratch and let's start working on some stuff. So I am going to, well, let's see. I just wrote an article because everybody's curious about test optional. That's a big thing that people care about. So I'm just going to, for the sake of this, say, I'm going to just jump over and I'm going to pull up one of my headlines here from one of my recent articles. So let me see if I can find this real fast. We're just going to jump down here. Okay, let's see. This is cool. Top 6 test optional hacks. So I did write this whole article and I made a video for it, but let's just see, maybe I wanted to be lazy and I don't want to write it. So we're going to give it the same title. And well, let's just be really lazy here. I don't even want to give it a description. Let's give it a tone. Let's make the tone, let's try academic for now. And we'll try a few other tones. This is actually kind of the tone thing is a really cool thing that this offers as well. So we can just go ahead and put compose and let's let it start writing for us. Okay, so the college admissions process is always changing. And with the introduction of test optional, many schools can be tough to know what to do when it comes time to apply. Okay, here are 6 tips and 6 tricks and hacks to help you navigate. Wow, okay. So they did an introduction for us. That's already kind of cool. And then they seem to have started to give us our first tip, which is do your research, make sure you know. And I ran into this recently. We got to hit compose again. It's going to just keep writing for us. So let's keep on writing. Okay, so do your research. Make sure you know which schools are test optional and which ones still require standardized tests. You don't want to waste your time applying to schools that won't consider your application without test scores. Kind of an obvious tip, but not bad, honestly. Not terrible at all. Consider taking the SAT or ACT anyway. Even if a school is test optional, they may still ask for SAT scores let's find out, what's next? If you have a low GPA, if you're applying to a competitive program. That's kind of true. Yeah, I'd give it to, yeah, sure. That's good advice, sure. Okay, number 3, submit your best work. Even if you don't submit standardized test scores, make sure you submit your best academic work. This can include your transcript, essay, and letters of recommendation. Yeah, that's kind of not, it's not that great of advice. Obviously, you need to send those things in, so it's not the best advice, but still pretty good for the fact that a machine is writing this for us. Okay, so let's keep on going here. Oh, and it wrote more for us. Get involved in extracurriculars. Okay, we're kind of going off the rails now. Sometimes it goes off the rails. Test optional. Getting involved in extracurriculars is obviously a good idea for school, but not so much test optional related. Make sure your application is complete. Okay, and let's see. We said 6 overall, so I want to see if it's smart enough to know that oh, wow, it is. Okay, ask for help. If you're unsure about anything, don't hesitate to ask for help. The college admissions process can be daunting, but there are plenty of resources. Okay, that's not interesting advice at all. Obviously ask for help. That's not very interesting. These are a few tips that help you navigate the test prep. Okay. And we can see good luck. Wow, okay. Wow, they're just kind of throwing all sorts of stuff here at the end of the article. Okay, and now we've kind of broken it. It's getting a little chaotic now. So pretty cool though, all things considered. It's just kind of repeating itself. Let's go ahead now And we saw what this looks like, but I want us to think about these keywords. Let's see what not the keywords, the tone. So let's see if we change the tone here. Let's change it to somebody or something. Let's see if it can do that. So they are, well, I don't know. Let's see what happens if we put in scared. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see what happens if we do this though. Scared. We're putting in test optional growing popularity research. Okay. If you think each school has its own set of policies and procedures. Be sure to read what's expected. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but this does almost seem a little more scared, which is kind of cool. Let's try something else. Let's try it again. Let's try, let's put in absurd. What happens if we do this? Let's try absurd. And let's put in some keywords. Let's try and really just break this now and see what happens. We'll put in a keyword of, we want them to mention dog, cat. Again, this wouldn't make any sense in this article, but let's just see what happens when we kind of push it to its limit. Fish. And we are going to go ahead and put in something else here. We're going to put in, we want test optional for sure. We're going to put that in. And let's go ahead and put in advice. And let's just see here as we run through this. Oh, it looks like it's only going to give me three keywords there, but that's okay. Let's see what happens. We've put in absurd and we've put in dog, cat, and fish. So with that, let's see. Take a practice test. I guess that's good advice. Okay, Khan Academy, College Board. Okay, interesting. Are they getting us dog, cat, and fish here? We're not seeing it so far. In fact, it seems like it's given a lot of, okay, we're going to compose more. Okay, didn't seem to get dog, cat, and fish in, but that's okay. I guess it's not perfect. We can try and, you can go and explore this on your own if that's important to you. But for now, that is our overview here on Jasper AI. Like I said, I think it's really cool. I think it's worth exploring. I have a link down on the bottom in the comments. If you want to click that, you will get a free trial. You can give it a go yourself. And aside from that, I hope this is interesting. And I would be curious to know in the comments what kind of things that you have managed to write with this. If you get something that's really absurd and hilarious, just post it in the comments so we can share. And I want to see what everybody's got. But until then, I will see all of you in our next video. Bye.